What's going on, YouTube world? Austin Zaback coming here with another YouTube video. In this video, I've got my business partner, Austin Lewis. A lot of you probably know him. You've probably seen him around. And if you haven't, and if you don't even know who I am and you're new to my channel, well, then definitely stay tuned, because in this video, we're going to be talking about the ATM business during a recession. And just in general, you know, the ATM business, like we're just going to kind of dive into it, right? If you've ever thought about like passive income or, you know, making passive income, you know, I mean, there's not a lot of industries. Income. Yeah, like... So we're just going to kind of jump into it. Austin, dude, pleasure having you here, bro.
Yes, sir.
You know what
I'm
I mean?
excited for this channel to go viral, man.
Yeah, I know, bro. A lot of people have commented like, hey, it's got to go viral
100%.
soon. You know?
Too good of content for not enough subscribers.
Yeah.
But for those of you that do subscribe, you guys are loyal and we appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure. So, you know, look, the ATM business. We got in the ATM business, you know, I guess a little bit of a backstory really quick was, over a year ago now?
A little over a year ago.
A little over a year ago. We got into it on accident, right? So I guess for starters, like we're no different than you. Watching the video, you know, I was getting my hair cut, you know, and I called this guy. I'm like, yo, we got to start the ATM business. And I don't even remember what you did after that. What'd you do? You were like, you picked up the phone.
Yeah, I just called like probably like 20 or 30 people. And went with like the best feeling at the time, you know, which I don't...
Of like an ATM guy?
Yeah, the ATM guy. You know what I mean? Who's got his
Which we didn't even know was a thing.
No, not at all.
Who's
got his stuff more dialed in is really what it is. And then it was... you know, taking that aspect of things, which, mind you, the guy that we actually went with for our first ATM, he actually didn't have anything dialed in. Right.
Drove a Prius.
Drove a Prius. Sounded like he had everything dialed in. You know, like we overpaid for the ATM.
We did,
overpaid the ATM. He took a decent amount of the surcharge.
He did.
From the ATM.
I think he took quite a bit. What was it like? I don't even know.
It
was quite a bit.
More than Cardtronics.
More than you would normally take.
Yeah, more than you'd normally take.
For sure.
But obviously, why wouldn't he? You know what I mean? He's providing a really good service. And I think a lot of people, especially on my channel, I get that a lot. Like, hey, why would you guys charge processing fees? It's like, hey, listen, you guys are getting a service at the end of the day. But but like the processing fee that he was charging us wasn't necessarily like your standard.
We weren't getting a service.
We weren't getting a service, right?
Yeah.
So, that's kind of how it happened.
That's how we got into it.
We got our first contract signed. We didn't know how long it took to order an ATM.
Right.
It took like, I don't know, what was it, like almost 21 days.
It was a while,
installed.
Because we told him, we were like, look, it was a barbershop, right? Our first one was a barbershop. And we were like, look, we're going to install this ATM like next week.
Next week,
And it ended up taking like 3 weeks.
Took a while.
So it took a while. And during that time, we got another location.
Yeah, we got another location.
Right, at a little market.
Went to somebody else.
Exactly.
A new guy to see how, you know, doing that whole thing would work. Now, mind you, during this entire process, Austin and I are building a couple other companies. We have yet to Google the ATM business. We
never looked at it.
We had yet to buy a course.
Never looked at it on YouTube.
Nothing.
I didn't even ever typed it in until like a few months ago.
I never Googled it.
No, never.
Never asked anybody if they're in the ATM business. Never posted anything on social media about it. We went through 2 ATMs without posting anything on social media.
We did.
Like, I remember I did not post stories.
I
didn't post it. Like, we weren't
really taking it seriously.
No, we had no idea.
Honesty.
No, we had no idea.
You know. We had no idea what we were doing.
No clue.
Right? We were, you know, we would go load them with cash. And not a lot. Like we put, you know, $1,000, $2,000, you know. And our bank was giving us a hard time in the beginning, right? Like, you know, because I think that's another thing that we didn't really, didn't put a lot of thought into, right? We're just like,
let's just put it in our checking account.
Yeah, our checking account at Wells Fargo.
We have 7 other things going.
And so that, you know, we obviously had to ultimately switch that. And there's, you know, we have other videos, obviously, if you're watching on YouTube, for you to kind of go check that out. But that was a problem. Right? But overall, I mean, the ATM business has actually, you know, after we got those 2 locations, then momentum really picked up. I would say like 6 or 8 months ago, we really started taking it seriously. We went all the way up to probably like 100 ATMs. You know, did a lot of stuff like virtually, and then a bunch of like random doors opened up, you know, just like a bunch of other income streams inside through the ATM business that like you don't normally think about, I guess. Right.
Or that you're not aware because you haven't been, you know, I mean, time in the ATM business. Like you're going to learn, like
you don't know what you don't know, right?
Yeah, 100%. And I was talking to somebody yesterday too, or this is really why ATM Mastery even came about, right? Like our course. Like I'm not trying to sell you guys a course whatsoever here, but like if I had known about a course or if we had known about an ATM course, at the time of us getting started in the business, I guarantee we would have paid whatever it was.
It would be game over.
To sit down there for
There's just
3-4
a bunch
hours.
of random, like,
just
little...
stuff you don't know, man.
For sure.
Stuff you're not going to know, but it's going to save you heartache. It's going to save you time. It's going to save you failure.
Money, right?
Money,
the whole nine.
The whole nine. So, I thought that was quite interesting.
No, yeah,
but
for sure.
Just seeing the power of what 2 ATMs could do for us.
You know, that's
for
what changed the game, right?
Yeah, right there.
You know, and with 2 ATMs, I mean, look, I mean, if you're watching this video, I mean, we were making $700 a month, maybe
$700-800 bucks a
$700-800 a month with 2 ATMs. So, you know, nothing crazy, right?
Yeah, but they were average locations.
They were very average.
One was in a marketplace, one was in a barbershop.
And it was a lot of fun, right? It was residual.
Fun.
It was truly residual.
Yep.
It gave us a reason every month to get in our car and go fill these things.
Yeah.
One of them was at our barbershop. We used to get our haircuts, so we just fill it while we were already there.
While we are there.
And you know that's ultimately why we got the motivation to like do more.
Yeah.
We were like, look, at the end of the day, like, what if we could pay? I think what the question became was, it actually became, what if we could pay all of our bills?
Yeah, live for free
with the ATM business. That was like our thing, right? If we could live for free, because we had these other things that we were building, right? Like real estate,
actual cash flow.
Yeah,
like at the time that we thought actual cash flow.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And we were like,
money.
what if those things could just be icing on the cake?
Yeah.
But the ATM business pay for all of our bills, like day to day, right? Like,
so you didn't have to worry every single day. You know, this being paid for, ClickFunnels, $300, this, that, and the third. Rents
our phone
paid
bills,
for,
our rent,
bills,
our car
payments,
car payments,
everything.
whatever, right? Like,
it was like, how would you be able to, if you knew waking up tomorrow morning that everything was for free?
How would you proceed throughout the day?
Your actual other businesses, which is what we were building at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or real estate, and a couple of other things.
Come to find out that you
come to find out, you know, the ATM business is real estate.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it is marketing.
Essentially. It kind of is crazy. It all came full circle.
Yeah.
The way that it did. You know, and then obviously the other income streams, and now it's become like a full blown thing, you know?
Yeah.
And obviously, like, we still have a long ways to go. You know, we don't know what the future holds.
Yeah.
We don't know. You know, what I do know is that you know, I think cash is going to be around for quite some time.
100%.
I don't think cash is going anywhere, right? Like, sure, like if you're in Beverly Hills on freaking Rodeo,
for sure.
You know, maybe you're not going to pull out cash.
But even then, cash is still going to rock and roll because you're going to valet your car somewhere.
Sure, yeah, you got to valet your Ferrari.
Your Rolls Royce, you still got to tip the guy.
Yeah, you know. So
I ain't going to take Bitcoin.
No, and I think a lot of people, they think that technology is a little bit ahead of where it's at, and it's not. I mean, technology is great.
Yeah,
it's been around, right, for a long time. It's come a long ways.
Moving, for sure.
But dude, I still rarely pay with Apple Pay.
Yeah.
Like, it's very rare that I pull out my phone and pay with my my phone. I mean, for me personally, you know, and I think there's a lot of people in the world like that.
Always
you got cash on you right there, right? So
like you have to.
Moral of the story is you have to have cash on you. Yeah. You know, so look, I think it's a very, you know, I just wanted to sit down, film this video, talk to you directly, obviously watching this video, bring Austin on here. We're partners. You know, we've been partners in multiple different things.
For many years.
Yeah, for many years.
Partners,
you know,
roommates, brothers.
Yep, partners, roommates, brothers, same haircut, same
wives,
name. You know, the whole nine, right? You know, but look, talk about the ATM business. Yeah. Obviously, there's a couple of videos on YouTube that have gone viral. You know, 700,000-800,000 views about the ATM business. And you know, these are people that aren't in the ATM business. Now, I'm not here to no, but just
slander anybody.
Yeah, plain and simple. You know,
leverage.
I hope this video goes viral.
Yeah.
Because if you are interested in the ATM business, if you have any interest at all, right, then look. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not saying anything other than, hey, we got in the ATM business probably 14 or 15 months ago.
Just how you would.
We went through everything that you would go through, and now we're here to provide the value.
Yeah, 100%.
Right, and we still got a long ways to go. I'd love to own 1,000 machines.
100%.
You know,
and I think, and it was kind of, sorry to cut you off.
No, yeah, you're good.
I think one of the greatest things that I heard the other day, and it was directed towards Austin and I. Now, this is like, obviously, we've never been like there was a time in our life when we were egotistical, but if you're watching YouTube right now, like, obviously, at this current standpoint, we're not egotistical. We don't come out of a place of money. We come out of a place of love. It was the coolest thing that I literally, like, felt him say this to me, but he was like, because, you know, obviously, at our current level, at where we're at in the business, and Austin and I, 100 machines, you know, 97 of them that, or excuse me, 93 of them that we just own. We don't load 7 of them now because we dropped 3 this last week. We dropped a bunch, you know, 7 of them that we personally do load out of the 100 machines. We did that in X amount of time. This guy the other day to me, he's taken the ATM mastery class. He's done the workshop. He's bought an ATM. He has got, like, with us personally, I'm just going to shout him out on the channel too, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Carlos.
No, go for it.
He's got 4 ATMs.
He's
this month he cash flowed $1,000, right?
Insane.
He's a normal he's a locksmith in California, San Diego. He's got a couple of kids. He's cash flowed over $1,000 this last month, and he said, Austin, I don't think you and Austin really realize that in the ATM business, you guys are actually the ATM kings.
Yeah, which I love. And we didn't intend on that to happen, right?
Not at
like,
all.
It
It just flowed. It just happened, and it just worked out.
We just put our head down and we worked.
Nobody else has been able to scale and grow and do the things that Austin and I have been able to do inside the ATM business. And honestly, none of it would be possible without people like you.
Without you watching, without our team behind the scenes, right? 100%. Like there's a lot that goes on.
Yeah.
We typically are in front of the camera, but hey, I mean, there's, you know, in order to get this to look the way it does, there's a lot of people, a lot of things involved, you know. But yeah, dude, that's amazing. And I love helping people like that. And it's just so cool. And we get to make videos, obviously, share them on YouTube, share them on Instagram, whatever, and teach the ATM business, which is so cool. But at the very minimum, like just provide free value to people, you know, which I think is like extremely cool, right? Because like you were saying, you know, I think like 9 people out of 10 would get into the ATM business for the same reasons we did,
100%.
right? Which is just to make, you know, to live for free, to pay the car payment, to 100%. Pay the phone bill, whatever. Yeah. And if you're watching this video, like that's what I would do. Like I would focus on that, right? Like don't focus on making 10 grand a month or 100 grand a month or all this money. Like if that happens, cool, but let that organically happen, right?
100%.
Like focus on going out, landing a couple of locations, and making some passive income for yourself, right?
Yep, 100%.
And that ultimately is like the name of the game in the ATM business.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, is that. Yeah.
And I think ultimately, like obviously you guys are watching us on YouTube right now, but get educated, right?
Yep.
Like that's, and obviously I'm a guest on Austin's channel right now. That's just like would be my advice.
Yeah.
Like I'm not, obviously we're partners and everything. Again, like I said, I'm not trying to sell anybody anything, but I'm just trying to save people time, man. 100%. You know what I mean? Like you and I could sit on the phone for 5, 6, 7 hours and you still wouldn't have all the information that you would need.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
Wouldn't.
Like there's so many other YouTube videos, and if you're watching this, there's so many videos that Austin's done that talks about the ATM essentials, that talks about installing an ATM, that talks about unboxing an ATM. Like there's just so much to the business that people could just go absorb and learn and know before actually getting started.
Take an hour or two and watch a freaking video.
100%. Because I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, the way Austin and I built our business, we would not build it the way that we built it.
No, we wouldn't.
But we had no idea, and unfortunately, there was no YouTube videos at the scale that we were scaling.
No.
So if we were to go do it all over again, we would do it completely different. So if your goal is 100 ATMs and making multiple 6 and potentially 7 figures with an ATM business, now again, like he said, we don't recommend that. But if that is your goal, then we're perfect people to learn from.
100%.
Like use our mistakes to catapult you and to shorten that learning curve so that you can ultimately go out there and
make
crush
passive income.
You know.
Which is what it's all about.
Chad in Denver has taken our course and done everything else. He's inside our Facebook group, which obviously Austin has in the link in the description below. It's free. Like we don't charge for the Facebook group. Free. He's going on his 10th ATM. He's been doing this for 2 months.
Yeah, insane.
And he's a normal average dude.
Yeah.
10 ATMs in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
In no amount of time. Just remember too, like what is this compared to, right? 100%. Like you know, I think we always compare it to real estate because we're in real estate. We do real estate. Look, you know, and I don't want to say what the average ATM does. We said what our first 2 ATMs do. I think that's fairly average. But, you know, compare this to real estate, right? Like, you know, in order to go buy real estate right now, you got to put probably 50 or 100 grand down, right, to get a decent rental property, depending on where you live, obviously. And that's, again, you know, 20 or 25% down. You still have a mortgage of a couple hundred grand, you know, to get the cash flow. But then you've got to pay PITI, right? You got to pay principal, taxes, insurance. I forget the other one. But anyways, you know, the moral of the story is you know, you've got all these payments, and so your actual cash flow is like low, right?
Yeah, way lower.
Because if you got, you know, $1,000 a month coming in from your tenant, but your mortgage is $400. You know, your taxes, your insurance are
water,
$200.
Sewer, trash.
You know, maybe you take home $300, $300. You know, $400 off of 50 to 100 grand, right? So look at the ATM business. You know, you get in at a fraction of the cost.
You know, literally at a fraction. 2.5%.
Yeah, and you make probably the same cash flow, assuming you get like a decent location,
and if not more.
So
a lot more.
Yeah, you know, at the end of the day,
and it's still a depreciating asset.
Right,
I love that.
Yeah, you can depreciate the machine, right,
again,
on your
guys,
taxes.
And people that are viewing this, you know, they should thank us for sharing that,
sure.
because we had to sit down with our accountant and pay our accountant
and go sit down with yours. You know,
and for sure go sit down with yours. But at least now you know, getting into the business, if you're watching this and you're in real estate, it is a depreciating asset.
Yep, which is a beautiful thing, right?
100%.
You can't depreciate a stock.
No.
You know, you can't depreciate a bond, right? So, you know, look, there's not a lot of things. Like, where else are you going to go? You're going to go to the 401k. You're going to go to the stock market, which is down, right? You're going to go, you know, who knows what you're going to do. But, you know, look, I mean, at the end of the day, this is a very viable option for you. You're looking for passive income. You read the title, the thumbnail. If you've never, you know, seen me or him before, great. Like, stay on our channel, subscribe, watch more videos, watch more content. Like we're here to bring you value. Yeah, join the community and get started in the business. Let us know if you need anything. Drop in the comment section down below. You know, if you need anything at all, we're happy to help you. If you want us to make another video, we'll make 10 more videos. You know, just let us know.
Yeah, 100%.
And if you haven't already, I mean, smash the freaking thumbs up button, the like button. It'll put this video in front of a bunch of people that need to see it. Look forward to seeing you in the next one.